What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about a secret patch that I think EA kind of finagled into the game, and a lot of us that played Weekend League didn't really understand what was going on. I'm going to describe some of the things that's been happening that may have happened to you that has been more enhanced. When a player throws with Gunslinger, even if you have the right position, you have Acrobat, you have whatever you have, the ball has been going more through your body as the offensive player dives for the ball. There's like pretty much no way for you to stop it. There's been some other things as far as like they tuned up the disengage glitch as far as 4.6 goes. They've done a lot of things that they haven't really dictated. They've added celebrations. They didn't talk about it inside of the patch notes. So just to give you guys an idea, pretty much when they tune the game and they take it down for maintenance, they've been doing certain things to the game, and it's very, very obvious to us that it's going on. It's just the fact that you guys want to know, why am I losing a lot more games because guys are coming out and being even more reckless? Well, pretty much they're trying to convert the game back to Madden 20 without even knowing it, because the feedback that they're getting, they're just continuously destroying the game itself. So with all of that going on, we have to find ways to still be competitive. In a game where it's so random and things will happen, like somebody will throw the ball and it'll be a deep ball, you'll have great position, you'll jump to pick it like a deep lob, and it'll just drop down through your neck and the guy will catch it and go for 6. It's very disgusting that it goes on, but it's something that's going to continue. Okay, so because we know it's going to continue, we have to make changes. So you can see I'm pretty much almost dead broke because I had to go back and do a couple things. I'm going to explain to you guys what's happening, because defensively we're going to have to change up the way we play defense. So 4.6 normal with the speed package was a very, very good that's a very, very good defense to utilize. What I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be coming up with a new defensive scheme. I actually played several head-to-head games in Legend once I realized after Weekend League that the game was pretty much destroyed, and I started to lab a few things, and then I was able to see that there are a lot of changes with the game, and what the main changes are, the game is a little bit more flukish, right? So we're going to have to account for that. So I'm going to go ahead and explain some things, right? Acrobat, you're still going to have to leave on your players, your main players, simply because it's needed. You know, if you don't play somebody with Gunslinger, what will happen is you'll be able to, see more of Acrobat working. If you play somebody that has Gunslinger, they'll throw the ball right at your face and they're going to catch it anyway if they lead pass it to the outside. If you have double coverage, they'll still throw it there. It's a very disgusting thing that EA has done. But like I said, at the way that the game plays right now, we can still beat it. Okay, so look, let me explain to you what's going to be happening. You can see Taylor Mays is back, and pretty much we put Rod Woodson as the 5th cornerback, and with the 49er chem, we actually got rid of Richard Sherman right now. When we maneuver players around and we try to figure out exactly what's going on, what happens is we have to put the best players in the positions for the defense that we're going to run. So I'm going to start to run a couple of new defenses. More than likely, we're going to probably run a little bit of 3-4 normal. We're going to start sending a lot of people, because what happens is this, right? After they did their most recent patch, you can get away with sending more heat now. The offensive line is not as smart as they were before. They didn't go to Yale and Harvard anymore. They just went to community college, and they're chilling right there. And they got an education, but they don't know what's going on. You can still get by them. So they've tuned it up a little bit. They haven't really done much to like a sophisticated run game situation. So you can still run the ball all game and never pass and still win the game. A lot of things that you're going to experience is going to make you rage in the game, but I'm going to give you guys, pretty much a little bit more of the tools that'll work. So look, the first thing I know you guys are going to want to know, why did I bring back, Taylor Mays? And I told you guys about the man coverage. Let me show you guys what's going on with it so you guys more or less will understand. You see how his man coverage is 84? When I was putting him in man-to-man coverage, depending on what my opponent came out in, he sometimes ended up on certain players. That has to stop now. Now we can't do that. We're going to have to make sure that I stay in a specific defense when somebody picks a certain offensive play. Because I know now with the way the game is, if you don't have, a purple or a cloud flat, in addition to another zone where people are throwing the ball, you are going to get the ball thrown right through your face. Okay? And again, if you go back to two patches ago, I believe in the gridiron notes, they spoke about not letting the ball go through the torso. With that being the case, that was a situation where a lot of people were able to, kind of understand these are the things that I've been trying to, bring to people's knowledge and let them know what's going on. So overall, with everything that has happened, still today, right now, if you play a game and the player has Gunslinger, he's going to still be able to go ahead and throw that ball successfully through your body. So with Taylor Mays, we are going to user him while sending everybody. For those of you guys that have watched my Madden 20 videos, you can kind of imagine that's the way it's going to be. Because at this point right now, with the way that they've done it, they've given me no choice. Because people are sitting in the pocket for 30 hours and I can't get any pressure by sending, by playing the way I was playing before. So that all comes to the adjustment aspect and being able to understand what's going on. Now I'm going to break down a few things for you guys, because some of you guys are probably going to say, okay, well, I'm going to be playing a little bit more zone. So what does that mean as far as like adding zone type of abilities to the players? Well, I'm not going to add zone type of abilities to the players because it doesn't really matter. For instance, even though Deion Sanders is a man-to-man corner, right? And I would love to add something like mid-zone KO, whatever. That's going to cost 2 AP. So if I add that and I know that I had it on other players and it didn't really do anything, I'm being an idiot. So I'm not going to do that, because for me, that is a waste of time. So we can't do that, all right? The whole situation behind mid-zone KO when the game first came out, it actually did stuff. Since they've patched the game, a lot of these abilities don't make sense. So if you use them, you were just encouraging other people to be idiots as well. I can't do that. The one thing that I know that actually, in some cases they will react is with Acrobat. So even though Gunslinger kind of nullifies it, like I told you guys before, and they'll still throw it right at you, if you are able to click on and click the Y button or click the triangle button, you're gonna still dive. It's gonna go through your body like 90% of the time, but you can still react. The other zone abilities are a joke. So you pretty much put yourself in a situation where you just have a star on them and it doesn't make any sense. Acrobat has to be the move simply because of low passes and all the other stupidness that these guys do. You gotta be ready for that situation, all right? So I wanna make sure that everybody understands that Acrobat is still something that has been working for me. Overall, every other ability that's listed, even like flat zone KO and stuff like that, do they react faster to the flat? They do, but they don't do anything. The guy still catches the ball. The only time you're gonna pick the ball is if the guy is so stupid that he throws it in a way where, it'll bounce around for like 55 minutes on your forehead and then you'll catch it and go for 6. Because you can't just catch a clean pick in the game, because EA, I don't know what they're doing. So we have to still now understand a lot of the games that I lost in Weekend League, well, most of them, I only lost one game by more than 7 points. And all of the games that I lost were by less than 7, right? The people threw a pick that was dropped, and then the next play, they threw a touchdown. So that still goes on with Madden. For those of you guys that know, Madden has a history. When you drop an interception, the next play is going to be either a touchdown or a first down, even if it's 4th down. So that still continues, and that really makes them happy that goes on, and it creates the frustration that we go through. So, looking at all these other things like, pick artists and stuff like that, would it make sense to give him pick artists and not give him Acrobat? It probably wouldn't, because he would probably, be more likely to drop the ball anyway. So, it's sort of like this, bro. We're put in a situation where we know the gameplay aspect of the game is not where it should be. So we have to be able to formulate a plan that makes us have as much success as possible. And that's what I'm trying to, pretty much emphasize, because things like bench press, I told you, once EA gets their hands on something and it's like they're aware of it and they tell you that they're patching it, be afraid. Be very afraid, because what comes after that is something that is really diabolical. And that's what's pretty much happened now. So the offensive side of the ball has a very, very huge advantage now with Gunslinger, because they can pretty much do whatever they want, zip it anywhere they want. And even if you're right there, they're saying the ball is traveling so fast that you just can't get there. So for now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep Acrobat on everybody, right? Pretty much I'm gonna go through all of the situations that's going on here, and you're gonna see pretty much all the defensive players. I'm gonna keep them more than likely with Acrobat. I didn't even realize I gave this idiot swim club, because he doesn't really need that. I gotta take that off. That doesn't make any sense. But everybody else, as far as like the corners, we're gonna have to give them the acrobat and just have that ability, even though we know in most cases it still doesn't matter. But I'm still experimenting, which is why I put swim club on this guy, because I'm trying to see if there's any ability that will light up that will give us an opportunity to make a play. More than likely it will not. Okay, so we're gonna still have to find other ways to have, you know, a different type of, you know, situation on defense to really cover the players. Because if you just come out and run straight 2-man under, you're gonna play trips tight end, which, you know, right now I saw trips tight end so much this weekend, I'm ready to start running it. Like, dudes are just coming out, motioning guys, everybody's wide open, it's a party. Man coverage no longer works the way it used to. So those are just some of the insights that you guys should have seen, because I know everybody that watched this video right now experienced trips tight end. Whether you won with it or somebody ran it on you, you experienced it in a very, very bad and demeaning way when they were done with you with the game. So we have a lot of work to do, because like this is just all, you know, maybe it was just the weekend league thing, but it was pretty much hell on earth. All right, so we have a lot of adjustments, but Taylor Mays is one of the other things I brought back, because now I'm just gonna keep him as my user regardless, and I'm gonna change up my defensive scheme. And even with the 5 corners with 4-6, if I stay, well, 6 corners with 4-6, even if I stay with that, we're gonna maneuver a little bit. All right, and we're gonna figure out a few things, and we're gonna go ahead and get that done, because I do believe that they've opened it up for us to still be able to do whatever we want. We just gotta be smart with it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta know, you know, what is actually working now, because when they patch something, they break something else. What did they break? That's what I'm gonna be all over now, and we're gonna figure it out together, and we're gonna go from there. But yes, don't be scared of the fact that, you know, you played somebody that kept throwing the ball at your face and it went through your eye sockets. That was what they intended with the patch. You can't tell me anything different, because it keeps happening year after year. All right, so another thing before I let you guys go, some of you guys are gonna say, so should we get Gunslinger? I still prefer to have Conductor and Hot Route Master with the Field Generals, so I'm gonna keep them for now. But I have a lot of work to do to get back to you guys with feedback and let you guys know what's going on. So that's what I'm gonna take the time to do, and then I'll make sure you guys are aware of everything that's going on after that. I wanna thank you guys for watching. Definitely go ahead and have a good day. See you guys next time. One love, y'all.